Hi, Mike Kennedy. I want to show you a modification you can do to your Leatherman Wave Plus. It's available in some other models too, but it's nice because it adds functionality and it doesn't void the warranty. You know, you get a basically 25-year, no question asked warranty. Now, what's so good about this particular tool? Well, there's a lot of things, but this is the most popular plier type multi-tool tool that's been sold, and it has one-handed opening. So what you do is you press your thumb in that. You can see there's a little hole in the knife blade, and you can use that to open it. No, fine and dandy, except that hurt. you know, with arthritis and all these other problems, joint problems, everything. That's a little painful. And when you get, I'm 70, when you get older, your skin is different. It's more sensitive. It doesn't take much to press on my thumb to have the feeling be unpleasant. And your skin loses some of that flexibility, I would say. So when you put your hand in that hole and push, it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. So, and you could go back to just, you could just open it by hand, but then that, for me, defeats the purpose of having this. I'll use this in the house many times in a day, whether it's, opening a jar, using the knife to open a bag. Maybe I've got a box that I got to put in recycling, and I need to, cut it apart to break it down. And so, what do? Well, Kristen Van Patten comes to the right. No, that wasn't the right name. You'll see the name here. Apply here for his Facebook. The solution is a little mod, which is a thumb stub mod. He has two models. I bought the one that has the stud that protrudes more. I guess there's one that just fits in here in the knife. You can see the difference between the two knives when I do it this way. The hole is empty on that one and not empty on this one. So the idea here is that it gives you much easier opening. And if you have thumb problems, hand problems, skin problems, it really works out nice. And how do you install these? They're just press fit, and with my hands, I used my Leatherman to push it in, which did mark it up a little bit. He mentioned it would be better to take like a socket and tamp it in with that, and then that would leave no marks on the plastic, but I did it the other way. So it just creates a much easier opening. And why, again, I might be doing something if I'm, in the kitchen, and, some of these bags now, when I was younger, even 10 years ago, I could open them easily. And now, like I say, your skin doesn't have as much traction and your hands are just weaker. And so out comes the knife and I open the bag. And so I've got this on my belt pouch, in a belt pouch on my belt. And so it's really easy to get and to pull out, and I've got my hand on the thing, so I'm all set to go. So I think it adds quite a bit to the functionality of this tool. And then some people use it differently in a way. They might say, well, I want to pick up my tool and open it up so I get the right blade. So what they'll do is they'll do one and not the other knife. That way, the one with the thumb stud, you know, is, you know, the straight edge, say, because most people use a straight edge more. So you get 3 of these, which is good. That means you could do a knife, you know, both blades on the Leatherman Wave Plus. And these are specific to this model too. He has some other things too, but we're talking specifically about the Leatherman Wave. And so the idea is that if you only put it on that, it'll be very easy for you to pick it up, turn it whichever direction you want to deploy the blade you want. Now, I've got the pocket clip on mine too, so usually if I pick that up, that helps me distinguish between the blades, and that way I open the one that I want to have open. So give it a thought. If you got a Leatherman Wave Plus, you could check out some of the other things. These are 3D printed. Now, some people will have a 3D printer, they get a file, they make something. But I don't. And I would think there's a learning curve with 3D printing. But this one has a little set screw in and different things. It's just really nice. And, you know, I just popped it in. I mean, it doesn't take 3 minutes to install them. So it's just a really nice option. Especially, you know, if you're doing one-handed and you need a little help with it. So there you go. Tell me what you think. Would you use a thumb stud? Or would you rather keep your tool just the way it is? And these can pop back out too. That's the other thing. And he mentioned if they, you know, I guess sometimes you can bang them up a little when you're trying to install them, and you could use a drop of Loctite to hold it in place, he said. But mine does not appear to need that. And like I say, the way that he suggests is you actually get your thumb on the stud, push down a little, and then go out. And it works real slick. Bye.